Gonna be honest, I'm not proud of where I got the idea for this video. I was in the bathroom and I was looking for some less than holier entertainment, and I saw a familiar face on the front page, and as my mind was trying to process what had just happened and what I just saw, I came to the realization that the age range of 20 to 25 is really weird. It's a really weird time to be alive. Some people, they're living on their own. They're completely financially independent. Some people are completely financially independent from their parents. They're living on their own, maybe working 2 jobs if they have to, you know, doing what they need to stay financially independent. Yeah, bravo. Some people have actually gotten married and have had kids, not necessarily in that order or in that pairing for that matter. Yeah, bravo. Some people are traveling the world. They're trying to get some mileage in their souls, see the world, get creative with some personal projects probably. Yeah, bravo. And some people are just going to school, maybe working a job if they have to. Some people, they're just working. They just want to get that bread. Yeah, bravo. Or exploring other ventures. Yeah, bravo. A big round of applause for those of you who are doing what you love, or just doing what you have to do to pay the bills and doing what you got to do to make things happen. The biggest mood I see going on right now on the internets,
how do you do, fellow kids,
is that of success isn't something that you should be comparing or put a timeline on. That's not a bad mindset. You shouldn't be telling yourself, why hasn't this happened for me? Life is so unfair. The 20 cats that I'm eventually going to adopt because I'm alone all the time will never love me, and I'm going to die unloved and alone. Life likes to build hype for you throughout your life. I know it would probably feel amazing if you were to get all the good things in your life up front and very early on in your life, but then you got the rest of your life and nothing else to be happy or excited about. It didn't really, last. Actually, funny enough, on the expectations and whatnot, I recently came across an old assignment that I did in the 7th or 8th grade. It doesn't really matter. We had to fill out the pages or page of a poster with our hobbies, our interests, our family trees, our age, ethnicity, race, social security card, credit cards, information, medical records, blah 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 blah. You get the idea, right? Kid stuff, because kids. And because we're kids, we like to shoot high. We like to shoot for the stars and make goals, set goals for ourselves that we probably would never be able to feasibly amount to unless maybe you wanted to be like just average, just maybe an above average person, then maybe you might be able to make it. So back to the assignment. Little Gweg, he set the goal to go to medical school and become a neurosurgeon. Very high expectations for himself, or myself, whichever you want to explain it with. If time occurs simultaneously, where the past, the present, and the future are all happening at the same time, poor little Gweg is in for a big disappointment as I sit here in my room making a video for the internet. My parents are really proud. Now, I might just be some first world privileged millennial, but I like to think that in my 21 years in the simulation that I've learned a couple things, and that would be, 1, appreciate how far you've come. Not every sperm made it to that egg. Not everyone gets to live to be 10, 15, 20, etc., 21. Not food poisoning, alcohol poisoning, because that's what's fun, and drugs, and life, because excitement.
That surprises a lot of audiences because I don't look like someone who used to do anything. I look like I was just sitting in a room in a chair eating saltines for like 28 years, and then I walked right out here.
Unless you just want to stay home all day and maybe just do nothing and be boring. I don't know where I'm going with that anymore. The point is that just appreciate how far you've come. You know, you made it this far. There's no reason to believe that you can't go further and that you're only going to be in this one spot. In my case, that'd be kind of embarrassing if I always stayed in this one spot. I'd like to move and maybe go outside for a bit as my eye continues to itch. Fuck. Number 2, not to take things for granted. There's a lot of things that you probably use day to day or probably just don't think about all that often, and it can get away from you that these things or people, that they're not always going to be around. Probably going to die pretty soon, actually. Just don't be a dick to people. They're here too. They're trying to make it in life just like you. They don't revolve around you. Yeah. Be nice to people. All the time, not just sometimes. Maybe give blood. Donating blood is actually pretty cool. There's actually this guy that I just heard about, actually. He's like saved like 2 million babies because he had like some really rare blood in Australia. Be like that guy. If you're in Australia and watching this, you might have a little bit of his blood, although you probably you probably wouldn't be too young by now. Or you probably actually still would be pretty young because he's like helped out babies. I don't know how long he's been doing it for, but anyways, be nice to people. This point got dragged on a little too much. You know, maybe one day you're in your room making YouTube videos, or in your high school class, college class, elementary class, I don't care really. And then the next day, you're probably looking at somebody else and they're famous for some particular reason that you probably just wouldn't have expected. Or maybe you did. You just didn't want to say it out loud because you thought it'd be mean. And you were probably right.